It's Christine, Manifestation Queen, here to remind you of your manifesting power. We're still going through the 30-day money manifestation challenge using Neville Goddard's affirmation of I have a lavish, steady, dependable income. Repeating that 3 times a day, getting into the feeling of having already a lavish, steady, dependable income and watching how your 3D world responds to that. I have a really fun manifestation success story to help inspire you. This happened just a few days ago. My husband was telling me how he was about to win first place in his fantasy football uh, gambling game they do. If you're not familiar with fantasy football, it's an American thing. I don't know if they do in other countries, but basically it's just a team of friends get together and they do some gambling with football games. And if he won first place for his group of friends that does this, the winning would be $2,000. And he's been playing this for like over 10 years and he's never won first place. So he was all excited about it. And that night was the determining night. It was the last football game. So he would know at the end of the night if he won first place or not. And so I thought, ooh, let me manifest this for him. So right there on the spot, he was across from me. We were sitting at a table. I just imagined right there in my head that he was telling his parents that he won first place at his fantasy football game. He had never won before, and he won the $2,000. And then I was there watching this. So I'm still in my visual imagination. And in the imaginal clip, I'm saying to him, oh, look at that. You got $2,000 for your Thailand trip because he was saying how he wanted to go to Thailand, that the airline ticket was about $2,000 for a round trip ticket. And so that was my clip. It was very short, just him telling his parents that he won, and then me telling him, wow, you got $2,000 for your airline trip. So nothing happened the next day. And I got worried and I was like, oh, maybe he didn't win and he just doesn't want to tell me. And I thought, oh, maybe he'll win the $2,000 another way or it'll come in some other way. I was just very hopeful and had like a little bit of doubt that it wasn't that he didn't win, but I was just like, oh, I'm sure the $2,000 will come in another way for him. So then the next day, so this is 2 days later, we were out to dinner and he just casually says, oh, by the way, I won first place at my fantasy football. I was like, you won the $2,000? He's like, yeah. He wasn't even excited about it. I was more excited. So I was like, I manifested that. But I didn't tell him that. But yeah, he's like, yeah, I won, but after the fees and stuff, it was only 1750. And I was like, well, that's still good. I was like, there's the money for your Thailand air flight. And he's like, yeah, that's kind of cool. He was so like natural and like not even excited about it. Maybe he was excited before when he actually knew that he won. And then, 2 days had gone by and then he just didn't tell me. So yeah, so I'm going to go over in the next video what my process is using Neville Goddard's. So that was definitely a Neville Goddard technique where you decide what you want to manifest, you create a short little visual clip, and then you just assume it's done. Like you just assume that you win it. I know it sounds so simple, right? But the game is just not letting those doubts come in. And even if they do, one thing that I like to do is just say, oh, it didn't come in yet, but that's okay. Maybe it'll come in this other way or it'll come in later. Just ease the doubts. But I will go over the step-by-step process on how I've manifested lots of things this way to help you out. See you tomorrow.